So, hello, thank you for joining me. I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for like a life purpose tarot reading. I'm doing this because my friend Steven asked me what I thought his life purpose was, and if this, I don't know, he's a Pisces sun, Virgo moon, Taurus rising. So if any of these messages, maybe these messages apply to someone who stumbles across this video, I don't know, but maybe I'll post it. So anyways, I'm doing it with my friend Steven in mind, but I'm sure it can be applicable to anyone. So, angels, spirit guides, I ask that you bring clear and concise messages in this life purpose reading. And I thank you for the messages that you do bring and the clarification that you bring to people's lives as they figure out what it is they're meant to do on this earth. What is Steven's life purpose? One card, please. Relationship towards. Thank you. One card. Thank you. Purpose for community. Please and thank you. One card. Thank you. 4. Global purpose, please and thank you. One card. One card, please and thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, for relationship towards life purpose, this card, okay, we have temperance. So this position basically represents like what is your relationship towards your life purpose right now? What is your relationship towards your path? And we have the temperance card, which represents being patient and taking your time on the path. Kind of, I see this dipping your toe in the waters. That phrase kind of comes to mind as I see she is literally dipping her toe in the water. So maybe dipping your toe into what it is you're really supposed to be doing right now. Maybe you're just like beginning that. Maybe you're really just like beginning the process of discovering like what it is that your soul truly desires, what it is that your soul is calling for you to do. Maybe that's just beginning for you, and you are okay with being patient, but you are curious. Like, I think this is the card of Sagittarius too, and Sagittarius is all about discovery. And so maybe like you are just like discovering what it is that like your soul craves, and it's expanding. You're on a journey right now of discovering what that is, but you're being patient with it. You're not in too much of a rush to know all the answers, right? Because you understand that you can't know all of them at once, and it is a journey. There's a road going to the sun. Like, you know that you're gonna, there are good things coming, and maybe you're just at the beginning of those stages of discovering what exactly they are. Okay, so number 2, the second card, personal life purpose and spiritual lessons along the way. What are some, like, lessons that you are learning? What is, like, the spiritual karmic lessons that you're supposed to be learning on this journey? Okay, so we have 10 of Wands reversed. So I would say carrying too much, like, maybe that is a lesson that your soul has come here to learn, is there's only so much we can do in a lifetime, and sometimes we can't do it all. Sometimes we have to put some of the weight down in order to see what's in front of us. We need to be steady in what we hold. We need to be steady in the weight that we carry on our backs. Are you this can also be like, something is telling me, like, I didn't read this, something is telling me, like, maybe we can carry more. I don't know. Maybe, like, there is more, like, I don't know. Usually this card, like, reverse represents just carrying way too much. Like, way too much. But something just, when I said that, something just stopped me, and I was like, that might not be the situation here. So maybe carrying, I don't know. Whatever resonates with you. This is all about the weight that you carry, and not being able to see what's in front of you. We're not being able to see the road ahead. So either you need to do more. This is saying you're either carrying too much or you're not carrying enough. You're not working hard enough on your path. Which, like, usually Spirit tells us, like, that, do nothing, stay still, that's okay. But, there are times when we do need to put the work in, when we do need to put more effort into our goals and dreams in order to benefit the world that we live in. So that could be a spiritual lesson of yours, maybe, is finding a balance in the work that we do, the energy that we put in to our mission in life, right? Because we want to be able to see. This man cannot see what's in front of him. He is, like, his work is blinding him, essentially, to his path. So maybe you do need to put some, take a breather or work harder. Those are the messages. What you will know when you see this, you will know what side you're on, okay? So think about the work that you're doing and like how much effort you're putting into your mission and your purpose. Yeah. Okay. Third card. So this card is all about life purpose as it relates to family and friends and community. And just like the role that you play in relation to other people. Okay? Alright, and so we have the Four of Pentacles. This card just like screams Taurus to me for some reason. I mean, obviously, because it's all about resources, which I don't know who you are, but for the person that I'm doing this reading for, specifically, he's a Taurus rising, and so that makes a lot of sense, because like your ascendant is kind of like your archetype, like your life purpose in a way, your main archetype. But so Four of Pentacles is all about saving money, essentially. It's all about like sitting on the wealth that you have like acquired throughout your lifetime. It's all about kind of sitting pretty and like holding tightly onto wealth. And like I see, he's sitting in front of a city. He's sitting in front of a town, and he's got a crown and a robe type thing. But anyways, he kind of just reminds me of like a king of some sort. And yeah, he's not a king technically, but like, he's somewhat significant. He's got that crown. I don't know exactly who he's supposed to be, but this looks like someone who is smart about saving money, who is smart about accumulating wealth, saving it, being smart with it, and maybe using it to help these people in the back, maybe using it to help those that he surrounds himself with, right? Those who stand behind him. If he got ahead in life, maybe he's, he was smart and he's saving his money. He's not being greedy with it, because being greedy would be reversed. He's just saved it. And that's fine, So maybe a huge, like, in relation to your community, maybe spreading wealth is relevant to your life purpose, right? In some way, in some form, accumulating something, and it doesn't just have to be money. It can be resources of any kind, energy, I don't even know, like, it is saving. Like, I don't even know, this card technically is more just about you and saving it and sitting on money. And so maybe that's, I don't know how, we can get a clarifier for this. I don't know how that relates exactly to others in your life, but, okay. Let's get a clarifier. I'm gonna get, okay, so like an archetype card for this. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. In this life purpose reading. Ooh. Okay. So we got Advocate. And then on the bottom of the deck, Guide. Okay, so inspires you to put compassion into action. And Guide, we have represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. For the Four of Pentacles. You know, what kind of comes to mind is like working with like people, you know, in poverty, or people just who have less access to less resources than you do, right? And being an advocate and guide for them. Guiding them to, you know, whatever that means, like guiding them towards ways in which they can accumulate wealth as you have. Maybe working with people who are unemployed, maybe, you know, working with the homeless, like, and being an advocate for them, advocating for their rights, advocating for their well-being, right? Because you have the resources to do that for them. Whatever resources means to you. Money, wisdom, privilege, security, just general security in life. Whatever that means to you. I love that. Okay, fourth card, life purpose on a global level. Okay, so this is how you intended to affect the world before you incarnated into it. Wow, okay. We have Five of Wands. So this card obviously represents like this card is about collaboration, right? This card is about collaboration. It's kind of like all these people are like fighting in a way. All these people are like struggling to work together, struggling to I don't know, like come out on top, I guess. But not, you know, in the future that we are moving towards, not everyone is going to come out on top. You know, there is no top anymore, right? We're like entering the age of Aquarius, where, you know, we are all individuals living within the same society, and we are all essentially the same. We're not all the same, but we are in a way, you know? And so we need to learn how to work together. And this is something, I guess, that your soul has come here to do. It's to help others collaborate. And get through these like tough moments in life. These moments where not everyone completely agrees with each other. Can I get an archetype for the Five of Wands, please? Yeah, don't need that. Can I get an archetype card for the Five of Wands, please? Wow. I feel really like buzzed right now. So weird. Can I get an archetype card for the Five of Wands, please? Card for Five of Wands, please and thank you. Mentor. Okay. So we got a reversed. But, you know, and priests on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I'm not even going to read it in reverse because that's just stupid. Okay, so with the archetype cards. Okay, so as for like the way in which you will help people through these challenges, through struggle with others, through struggle in group dynamics, you will play, maybe your purpose is to play the role of the mentor or the priest. And so mentor, we have light attributes, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Okay, so that, I mean, that, you know, mentor, guide, advocate, like one in this, priest, like these are all one in the same, essentially. Like not completely, but very close, very close. If you had to get a family of cards, these would be a family. Okay, light attributes, and for priest, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So also in mentor, like I see this child here, so maybe like working with groups of kids, or just working with like kids just in general, right? A generation of people, and being a mentor to some in order to spread, you know, spiritual energy within a generation, within a group, right? But it's definitely like you are, this is like I'm getting a heavy energy of like counseling, being mentoring, you know, being teaching, you know, not teaching like, you know, like subjects in school, but, you know, teaching like providing wisdom to others, right? Teaching through your wisdom. And then as I say that, I look over, there's God, the God archetype. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others, right? And bringing that eternal force out in others. That's beautiful. And being patient with others as you do that. Being patient with yourself as you do that. Okay, so now let's get some advice. Like, what can you be doing, right now to further your mission? What can you be doing right now to, okay, we got 3 cards. We have reach out. We have put others first and share your gifts. All fair advice, like I would say. So yeah, reach out to people, reach out to your neighbors, reach out to anyone you have contact with, because you can be that helping hand. You can be that person who lifts out someone's inner child, uplifts someone's inner child, and, you know, helps them. There's a rabbit in this corner. And a bear. I don't know, maybe look up those spirit animals. Those could be relevant for you. Okay, put others first. You know, what else can I say? Like, put someone else before you. Give them the advice, give them the resources, give them the energy that they need to thrive in this world. Share your gifts. What are your gifts? Advocate, guide, mentor, priest, spiritual wisdom. Being a role model, right? Share that with others. That's what you need. That's what Spirit is telling you to do. Spirit is telling you to get out there. Get out there and share yourself with others. This is a strong, like, extroverted energy, right? Spirit isn't saying contemplate. Spirit isn't saying shut yourself in and, you know, meditate and pray and read and write. You know, Spirit is saying get out there, be with people, right? I know that's a little difficult with everything that's happening right now, but, you know, there with Corona, but there are ways, right? There are ways to do that. We have technology. We are entering the age of Aquarius, right? Like, we have the means to reach out. We have the means to put others first. We have the means to share our gifts right now. So do it. And on the bottom of the deck, have fun, right? Let go and flow. And 44, stick with it. Stick with your newly found enlightenment around what your life purpose is, right? Stick with what you know in your gut to be true. Don't doubt yourself. Know that it's true. And believe in yourself, right? Believe that you can do it and that you are capable. Okay, one last parting message from the angels. I'll let you go. What's a message for the viewers and for Stephen? What's a message for everyone? What's a message that they need to hear? Oops. What do they need to know? What do the angels have to say to them about their life purpose? Thank you. Okay. Clear audience. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Okay. So we have clear audience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Okay. So Archangel Zadkiel is saying, messages are being brought to you about your life purpose through your thoughts. So, you know, just because they come from you doesn't mean they don't, you know, sometimes it's easy to think, oh, that's just my mind, you know, running around thinking God knows what, but God does know what, you know? Like, it is a message from God. Like, those thoughts are divinely guided. There's a reason why they're coming to you. Put meaning into them. Write them down. contemplate on them because they mean something, right? I mean, of course, you use discernment with what comes to you, of course, but there is wisdom in your thoughts, so don't take them for granted. And then we have counselor, right? Like, what have we been saying? What have we been saying? Advocate, guide, mentor, priest. Like, it's just the same message over and over again. So you are a natural counselor, and and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So there you go, life purpose. Like, you are a counselor. You can help heal people. You can bring wisdom and enlightenment and help them, for your purpose is to help others further their purposes, right? You can do that. You have the ability. All right, and then I'm just drawn to this because I know Stephen writes creatively a lot. So there is a message of make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So that could be significant. Write down, and again, this kind of goes back to clairaudience. Like, maybe if you take the time to like write in a journal, just stream of consciousness style, like maybe some significant thoughts will come to you, right? So significant messages from the divine will come to you. So keep that, maybe do that as an exercise or something, to further investigate what it is your purpose is. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great quarantine and I'm not ending on that note. I hope you have a great time contemplating these messages. All right, thank you. Bye.